Good morning, everyone. This is Dana from Torn Galaxy, and we are live for our early morning stream at Magic Kingdom. How is everyone doing today? Let's see, who all do we have in here? Tony, Maddie B, Circus Bear, Jack Santa Claus, Our Disney Adventures, Miss Galaxy. Hey, everyone. So again, this is another surprise stream, so surprise!
Please walk slowly and carefully to your first destination.
Isabel! Zippity Doodad! Welcome to the stream. D. Hazel, Parkroll TV, Mike Wheeler. All right.
No interview.
Thank you. Disney Fan 67. D Wood. Got Florida feeling. Samara. Disney. Sean. No, so I woke up this morning at like 7:30. And I laid in bed, I was like, is it really already time to get up? So I went ahead and got up, but I got here at around 8:15, and then the Magic Kingdom had extra magic hours from 8 to 9, so I went and rode the monorail around, and then by the time I got back, I was ready. D-Wood, ring it for those of us working today. Hayden Hennessy, welcome to the stream. So the first ride of the day is going to be Liberty Bell, and we're going to try to do some things early that we don't really get to do. So we'll see how that all holds up, but I plan on doing Liberty Bell. I plan on doing Country Bears. We do have some fast passes as well. Arjons. Greg's Disney Adventures. So unfortunately, guys, we cannot ring the bell. But it's still awesome. The Bomo. Samara Brown, I did not see Toy Story yet. We're going to see it on Tuesday, so no spoilers. So for now, we're gonna wait in line. One of the vehicles to come by, and then we're gonna hop on it, get front row seat, hopefully. Greg, I'm doing pretty good. See if they'll take us. I'm sure they will. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get the car that has like the one front seat, the one I rode in before. See if I can do it. For now, we're gonna sit in the shade. D, there's really no way to keep your phone from overheating. It's just a thing, you gotta go into the shade every once in a while. It is humid out, so that's another issue. D Wood, I'd say it's about 85 already with the humidity. Jack Santa Claus, hi Dana, good morning. Got up to 600 last, man. Jack Santa Claus, that is awesome. Congrats on hitting 600 subscribers. And folks, if you haven't gone to subscribe to Jack Santa Claus Logan already, please do. He's awesome, and he's just, I'm so proud of him for getting the 600 subscribers. I remember where he first started watching us when we were at, I think, 80 subscribers, and then I remember he had 40 subscribers. And this is actually my first sort of rope drop. It wasn't really a grand opening for today. Because they had a EMH from 8 to 9, so unfortunately but I'll still call this a rope drop. Let's see. Alright, since I guess the red car is not coming, we're gonna have to get on the little blue car. So we're gonna go ahead and get in line.
City Hall?
City Hall is actually that white building over there, yes. Renee does Disney. Relaxing Disney, welcome to the stream and no worries. You know what? Let's do that instead. This would be awesome.
Should we cross back this way?
Yeah.
It's easy for you, sir. If you want to put the stroller in the back there, that way, yes, folks, this is a one-way trip to Cinderella's Castle. My name is Chris, and the horse's name is Billy. And just as you guys remain seated all the time, do it right. Hands are on the right, hands right at all times. And
Alright guys, so we are going to go ahead and tone it down, let you enjoy the ride. We will answer chat after ride, so for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the horse ride. Alright. Let's see who all is in the chat. Let's see, we have Sandy, Griswold family, Michael Riley, Craig's Robotics, Wishing Mouse, alright, so first thing we're gonna do is head over to Liberty Square and go ride the Liberty Bell. Wishing Mouse, yo, I'm on my way to MK. That's awesome. Don Vito, welcome to the stream. Sandy Norris says, I'm not good on YouTube and would love if someone could explain how to find, oh wait, hang on. How to find or put in another streamer that you recommend. I don't know how you don't see them, but they are being recommended to me. Michael, so unfortunately he didn't come with me today. It was way too early for him. I told him last night that, you know what, I'm gonna surprise the Pod Squad by doing an early morning stream. He said, no you're not gonna get up. And then I surprised him, so he was like, I'm gonna go back to bed. But he will be here a little later, but we only are gonna be streaming from now to 12 o'clock noon, so right around lunchtime, because I do have some things that I have to do. But we're here for the most important part, and ahead of time, guys, if I'm not going to talk a lot this stream because I want you to enjoy the early day. So I am reading chat though, so just keep in mind that I am reading chat, but I'm trying to let you enjoy the sounds of Magic Kingdom. Wishing Mouse got blocked from YouTube.
I have no idea where the cars are.
So we are just in time. 9:30. Let's see, would y'all want to go anywhere into some kind of store close by right now, or would you guys like to just wait? Y'all decide if y'all want to go to a store. Hey Tanya. Let's see, do we have Sandy Norstead shop? Let's see. Carol Goldberg, good morning Dana, have an awesome morning and great Disney day. I will, hope you do too, Carol. We have a, oh wait, hang on, we're having some lag issues right here. No. We have a $9.99 super chat from that crazy Disney lady, Tanya. A little breakfast on me. Tanya, thank you so much for that generous super chat. You don't have to do that. Really appreciate it. Okay, you know what? Christina, since there's not a line, I will do it. Because I know you've been asking for a while and we haven't really had the time to get over there and do it, but it's only a 5-minute wait. We're not gonna go in the ride, but we will show you the interactive queue of Haunted Mansion, so. Alright, let's see. Okay, R. Johns. Guys, we have a $9.99 super chat from R. Johns. A little more breakfast for Dana. R. Johns. R. Johns, you don't have to do that, buddy. Thank you so much, though. I'm definitely gonna get some breakfast. So it says 30-minute wait, but I looked and it said about 5 minutes, but now who wants to see the wedding ring, the Easter egg in here? All right. Sandy North says me. Jack Sandy Gauze says I do. Oh yeah, look at this. Yes, D, there are. We're about to get to those too.
Alright, ready? Oh, you guys go by the guys, yeah? You want to take a pic? Alrighty, go. Awesome. Okay. Birdie added Hunter an expert shot in the end. That's what he got. And Florence. Never did it this summer because he didn't get round face down in Canary. Uncle Jacob. Reed was the poison he had swallowed. And first the others followed. His killer's face he surely knew. Now try to discover. You guys ready? Yeah. Cousin-in-law. There's the end of the war. Okay, cool.
Rob Fuzz, good morning. No music playing today. At least not right now. Let's try one. Nope, nothing.
You doing an interactive thing?
Yes.
Is it pretty cool?
It is. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen. So there is the wedding ring. See if I can get a better view of it. Alright, so here comes the crowd. So I think we're just gonna have to get in line and then go to the exit. Crowd is starting to come in, I think. Actually, no, we're good. We can actually get out. Alright. Had to unlock the gate. Carlos Leon, welcome to the stream. Christina, so sadly there is no connection in there. We call that the dead spot of connection. So unfortunately, we cannot ride Haunted Mansion, or else we would a bunch. That is one of my dad's favorite rides. The Shep family.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Carlos Leon, next we're gonna head over to Liberty Bell and ride the Liberty Bell. Sandy, I was run over.
Hey, go put that in this fan's chair, baby.
Did they just stop it and help you get out?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a conveyor belt either.
I did. I messed up on it both times getting on in.
Now, when y'all were down here for the Dr. Remember?
Yes.
So you remember those conveyor belts?
No. It's been so long.
So for now we're gonna
Did you get your pretzel?
look at the buildings while Liberty Bell is on its course. Sandy sounds like my dad. Okay, I know what shop we're about to go into that hopefully every one of y'all have been into this shop. And hopefully both sides of the shop are open now.
Come on, kids. Let's go.
Thinking, hey, well, kids, just what was on it? Well, it wasn't a Disney frame; it was just a regular thing with the Disney picture.
Merry Christmas days.
CDA Gamer, welcome to the stream. Chris Cole, welcome to the stream. You're fine. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Crisco, what's the temperature there right now? I'd say it's 85, but it's really humid out, so. Samantha.
That would be sacrilege to you.
Sandy.
Really? Huh?
Let's see. Torn Galaxy, what is your favorite food at Disney? You know, that's a good question because there's not many pizza places in Disney. At least good pizza places. Favorite food? I'm not sure. It used to be the pulled pork sandwich at Casa Reyes, but then they discontinued that. 94 days till Christmas, guys. Piglet-roo. Hey, Chad.
Oh, it's a Christmas.
Indra. Hey, Indra.
Gold, golden match, yeah.
The Mickey lights are still hanging out. Jack, that's awesome.
Couldn't find it for a couple days.
Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah.
Love how Mickey's on his phone. So, and there's even a screen on it.
So it's gonna be $27.68 after your discount.
Mellow mushroom is pretty good too.
What's your favorite ride when you come to the park?
Well, it depends on the air. For my kids, it's already really long. We came in early hours and moved the whole park. Yeah. No, that's my favorite. Yeah. I'm like, well, great dimension. Thank you.
JB loves Disney.
Any personalization for you? Any delivery to the front of the car? Any little box for the it's not a box or bag, whatever you have. Total is gonna be on the side after the second salad. Enjoy your stay around.
Okay. So really, so those excited for the new But I think that's just cute. That's it. Yes. I'm in school, so I have to wait. Yeah, I like find higher, so I know it's not hard. So like, so I skipped, we have to, yeah, I didn't see that one yet. But I like it. Yeah, you still get it. Yeah, I can buy it. Yeah, well, that's good. Actually, I like it better. It's good. And they're all pretty
Tucker's 2+2. Welcome to the stream.
You never know, it might be just on somebody. I don't think so. Checking your work, they just do that some each day. I actually asked for a refresh because I haven't been on record in like 3 months. No, font is not. That's how you can get rid of it. No, I would never do that.
Yes, that would be brutal.
I'd be like, no. It's so. Some other company. No.
I must say that Yoda looks very accurate. Oh, he's missing an earpiece. Oh no. I think he got in a fight with someone. Hand painted Millennium Falcon. Michael, no, not yet.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So you gonna come back for Galaxy's Edge? I see you got the Touring the Galaxy.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
29th of August is gonna be pretty chaotic, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I know.
Lisa and Greg are just
I'm gonna try to be there as early as I can.
Yeah, the wait line will be awesome, but
Yep.
still it's exciting though, you know, when it's opening and they're going to have a lot of special merchandise. You know,
Yep.
just the whole opening show will be awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Caesar.
Yeah.
JB, it smells like pine trees and cinnamon.
Hey, it's a good excuse for frozen drinks and ice cream all day. Right? Sounds good, right? Okay, and take one of these, but this has a little showtime. I don't want presentation, so you take the most of your day. I don't have to be late. Now let's pick it. I gotta clear that, or do you want a glass of water?
Yeah, I guess we can They put like oxygen.
83 candlestick. '83 Candlestick. I'm in the old Christmas shop in Liberty Square.
Come along, everyone. Do you think we have any ornaments in here? Or maybe ones of there? Come on, everyone.
Ya, vamos. Muchachos, vamos. No,
I would one without. Yeah, I'm fine with one. Honestly,
I feel like great. Yeah. I was grading as Christmas. Like me.
this one instead. And this
You might be more than you, really. We're gonna head to the right. Well, there's tapas, of course. Good morning.
Morning.
But I am altering this production tables.
You're fine.
Thank you.
Morning. Alright folks, so I'm not sure what's the problem here. Okay, so then that'll be back in about 20 minutes. We're gonna do it. We're definitely gonna do Liberty Bell. I just can't catch the right time to do it. So let's go do Hall of Presidents then. Hall of Napping. Resort TV 1, hey guys, welcome to the stream.
In just a few moments, the blue curtains in front of you will open and you'll be able to enter our theater. If you are traveling with a wheelchair or ECV, you'll be entering the theater through the far right-hand door. And sitting at the top row of the theater, there we have space saved for you and your party. We do ask that that top row is used by wheelchairs, ECVs, and their parties only. We ask that there be no eating or drinking inside the theater, no flash photography or video lighting. Please silence all mobile devices and remain seated quietly during our entire show. One last quick note, please be sure you have your entire party together at this time, as once we close our doors to start the show, we unfortunately cannot accommodate any late arrivals. We thank you so much for your cooperation. Hope that you enjoy the Hall of Presidents.
Josh, that's awesome. Glad you're coming, but hope you have a good stream. Alright guys, so the doors are open, so we are going to go ahead and head on in.
That's sad.
Last call, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the last call for the next presentation of the Hall of Presidents. If you would like to see this presentation, please make
So
your
we
way
are going to sit in the back, that way we don't disturb anyone with the phone brightness. And again, just a heads up folks, we are going to go ahead and tone it down, let you enjoy the show. We will answer chat after the show, so for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Hall of Presidents.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for this reverent celebration of America's leaders, past and present. And now, the Walt Disney World Resort is proud to present the Hall of Presidents.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
It is 1783, and the smoke is clearing in the wake of the Revolutionary War. Over the course of 8 grinding years, General George Washington has led a force of shopkeepers, farmers, and Native American allies to victory over the greatest military power in the world. A new nation has been born, independent and free. The founders must form a national government. In 1787, through months of passionate debate, they create a written constitution. For the country's highest office, they imagine something new in the history of the world. A leader not born to power like a king or queen. A leader who has not seized power through conquest. A leader not separate from the people, but elected by the people, from among the people. We, the people. This is a new idea, an American idea. The idea of a president. The people don't know exactly what a president will be, but there is little doubt who it will be. George Washington's stature and bearing have marked him as a leader. His integrity has made him a great one. Washington knows that many generals who have led successful revolutions make themselves dictators or kings. Instead, he steps down from power and retires to his home, Mount Vernon. The world takes note, and George Washington becomes the symbol of American ideals. In the first presidential election, it's Washington by a landslide. The only doubt seems to be his own. He writes, "Integrity and firmness is all I can promise. Integrity and firmness is exactly what we need." Everything he does as president will set a model for his successors. His final act may be the most important of all. After 2 terms, with no term limit in the Constitution, and amid overwhelming support to stay in office, he steps down once again and hands power back to the people. He wants us to speak, to elect a new president. During the early years of the Republic, we choose leaders as different as Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Andrew Jackson. Elections are often bitter. Each president stands at that fiery intersection where personal character meets the challenges of the times. Some call the presidency a glorious burden. Jefferson calls it a splendid misery. We, the people, must choose well. We elect 15 presidents before the course of history brings us to the edge of a crisis like no other. A nation born of freedom still permits slavery. As the country pushes west, will new states be slave or free? The question produces bitter conflict. The issue rocks the election of 1860 and brings Abraham Lincoln onto the national stage. Tall, lanky, some say uncouth candidate from Illinois is a master of words at a time when speeches are printed in full for people to read. A house divided against itself cannot stand, he has said. With Lincoln's election, the house does indeed divide. Civil War. 11 states secede from the come up the hard way, on the American frontier, desperately poor, with less than a year of formal schooling. His early years were scarred by tragedy, the death of his mother, his sister, his first love. He struggles with depression, but never loses his determination to rise above it. He once said he's driven by a desire to leave the world a little better place for having lived in it. The war rages. Lincoln fights to preserve the Union and end slavery. Neither is a sure thing. At Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 6 months after one of the bloodiest battles of the war, the president dedicates a cemetery to the thousands of soldiers who died there, in words we can never forget.
"47 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work, which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The blood of over 500,000 Americans is spilled in this Civil War. President Lincoln's enduring hope is to give true meaning to the sacrifices of so many, to lead us to that new birth of freedom. With the end of the war and the end of slavery, a new birth truly begins. As we roll toward the 20th century, settlers roll west on wagon wheels and railroads connect the nation coast to coast. Millions of immigrants pour in from Europe and Asia. Population doubles. Our economy triples. Our standing among nations rises. We need presidents who can lead both at home and abroad. At the same time, a young Theodore Roosevelt is retreating from New York politics and personal tragedy. The death of his wife and his mother on the same day in the same house. In the Badlands of North Dakota, he rethinks his life and the life of his country. He returns stronger in body and spirit. His renewed energy is just what his country needs. American industry is booming, but social tensions are rising. A progressive movement is bubbling up, pushing for change, and change is needed in the working and living conditions in cities. The gap widens between rich and poor. The demand for change grows stronger. Teddy Roosevelt is a knight on a crusade. He speaks with force and vitality in clear terms that make colorful headlines at a time when mass market newspapers have become the new media. To define his foreign policy, he borrows a phrase from an African proverb: speak softly and carry a big stick. But his greatest accomplishments are made at home. He breaks up giant monopolies, protects workers' rights, and calls for a square deal for all Americans, rich and poor, capitalist and wage earner.
And a square deal for every man and every woman in the United States.
He calls on America to be as great as the natural grandeur of its lands. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground, he tells us. And we do.
The bottom fell out of the market. 12 million unemployed. The bread lines and the soup.
The results of the 1932 election now appear.
When we elect our 32nd president, it is the worst of times. The course of history and the course of one president's life again shape a turning point in our national destiny. Franklin D. Roosevelt, paralyzed by polio, knows how to restore the faith of a people paralyzed by the Great Depression.
I believe in practical explanation and in practical policy.
He has found the inner strength his countrymen now need. He speaks to us like a friend, a neighbor. His optimism is contagious, his voice perfect for the latest breakthrough medium, radio. He calls us to believe we have nothing to fear but fear itself. And we do believe.
Tonight's attacks on England are perhaps the most widespread of the war. In the course of the day.
But an even greater challenge dominates his final years in office. The Second World War.
We must be the great Osmo of democracy. This is an emergency as serious as war itself.
We stun the world with our production. When bombs fall on U.S. troops in Pearl Harbor, he calls us to fight on the war front and sacrifice on the home front.
The harder the sacrifice, the more glorious the triumph. So spoke America in the year 1776. So speak Americans today.
The world changes. The country changes. And yet, in one sense, what we need most from our presidents has never changed. A guiding vision that calls forth the best that America can be.
Will outer space be developed for the benefit of all mankind? Or will it become another focus for the arms race? The choice is urgent, and it is ours to make.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
But really, it's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice. And we shall overcome.
One of the agreements that President Sadat and Prime Minister Begin are signing tonight is entitled A Framework for Peace in the Middle East.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
You have lost too much, but you have certainly not lost America.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you.
Loving this country requires the willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
Our Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard M. Nixon, Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama. And now we come to the present. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April 1789 that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. From the beginning, America has been a nation defined by its people. At our founding, it was the American people who rose up to defend our freedoms and win our independence. It is why our founders began our great Constitution with 3 very simple words: we the people. Since that moment, each generation of Americans has taken its place in the defense of our freedom, our flag, and our nation under God. These are the achievements of the American spirit. The spirit of a people who fought and died to bring the blessings of liberty to all our people. Above all, to be American is to be an optimist, to believe that we can always do better, and that the best days of our great nation are still ahead of us. It's a privilege to serve as the President of the United States, to stand here among so many great leaders of our past, and to work on behalf of the American people.
The presidency of the United States is a role unique in the world, an office entrusted to each president by us, we the people. Therein lies the genius of that new idea, now over 200 years old. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
And this concludes our presentation. Please gather your belongings and enter the open doors to your right-hand side. Once again, please gather your belongings and enter only the open doors to your right-hand side. Thank you for joining us here for all the presidents. Have a wonderful day here at the Magic Kingdom.
Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the Hall of Presidents. Sushimi, the lucky minute. Okay, hang on, what? Oh my goodness, okay, I can't get delivery bell. Doondog, welcome to the stream. Magic News Live, hey Nick. Donna. Brady G. Folks, look at this line for Small World. It's outside the building. That's crazy. Keep in mind for just a second, guys, it is so bright out I cannot see my screen. So we're gonna try to pull over here to the kiosk and see what kind of fast passes they have. Tell you what, it is roasting out here today. Okay. So we do have the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I do not want to cancel that. But let's see what kind of fast passes they have for the morning. Anything before 12. Nope, okay. So we do have a mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh now, so definitely we'll go ride that. Alright, let's see. Doondog, Torn Galaxy, are you guys holding the camera? So, I, Dana, am holding the camera. I'm normally the cameraman. And then my dad, aka my partner, John, he is my supervisor slash chatter. But they finally brought back the purple potion ears. Oh, D, no worries. I hope everything's going okay. Yes, and folks, make sure to go check out that link as we just released our new shirt. It's a 50s retro kind of shirt. I like it. I'm definitely gonna get one. Start wearing it. Dude, dog, unfortunately, we're only gonna be here at the Magic Kingdom till 12 p.m. I do have some things that I have to do. I am only 16, so I do have school and stuff that I have to do. You know, that boring stuff, but we still have a few hours. But no, we're not gonna go to Epcot today. Griswold, it's, I think, May 28th, but I have driver's ed school I gotta do, so I gotta get home, do a few essays, and I think 4 quizzes. Whistle while you stream. Sorry. You're fine. I try to walk around as soon as I started walking around. Welcome back, everyone. We did have some technical difficulties, so we should be back. Let us know if we are back. But it is super quiet in Casa Grande Starlight Cafe. You could sleep in here. Alright, welcome back, everyone. Piglet Roo, T Mary, Donna, Disney Dan. Myers and the Mouse. So I think it's safe to say that we have no luck over at Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh during the day. It's the past 3 times I've been over that way. My phone has overheated, which is another reason why, folks, we don't really come out during the day, because it's so hot and the phone can't really take it. That's why we're more of evening folks. But let's see, who do we have in there? Sushi Me, Henry. And right now, guys, we're just letting the phone cool down a little bit, get used to it. It's normal. Sonny looks like he's got a haircut. Lucky minute, no worries. Dan, yes. Mark Dade, the last king of Scotland. Welcome to the stream. Sushi me. Sunny party went too late with the villains. Henry Shibble says we'll be there next Friday for 2 weeks. Okay. So I don't think we're going to be doing Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh because there's no connection over there, and I just found that out. So where should we go, guys? Let you decide. Y'all take a vote. Disney Dan, I did, but Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh has no connection, so found that out because every time I walk over there I start lagging, so that is a no-go. We could go do, I know what we could do. Let's go to Tomorrowland and let's go to the Monsters Inc. laugh floor. Samara, that starts at 11:30. Alright, who's up for Monsters Inc. laugh floor? Because that's where we're about to go. Sonny's asleep. He's not singing, so we're just gonna go to laugh floor. Doondog. Right now, I'm over at Carousel of Progress Starlight Cafe in Tomorrowland. Let's head over to the last floor. Doondog's lagging. Doondog, try to either refresh or turn the resolution down to maybe 720, and then give it a few minutes and then kick it back up to 1080p. Dan, over 70 likes. That's awesome. Guys, if you haven't already hit the like button, make sure you do, so it'll be greatly appreciated. Go ahead. All of y'all need to type in jokes. Let's see. So type in 42319. So type 42319. Start your text with the word capital B-I-L-E. Enter your first name, where you live, where you're from, and then your joke. Be awesome if one of y'all got this. And then Mike Wazowski's gonna send you a message. Disney Dan. I know this is random, but I just caught a squirrel. Oh no. You play that game, Pokemon Go? Samara, it's free, yeah. Michael Riley. Why did Corey Meets World get a haircut? And perfect hair. They now have a Harry Potter version of Pokemon Go. Of course they do. Let's see, hang on. Is it 2017? Is Pokemon Go 2017? I think it's 2017, 2016. Might be 2016, I'm not sure. Okay, so I've tried Pokemon Go for maybe 5 minutes at max, and then I didn't like it. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, I think Pokemon Go was created by whoever created it. I think, I'm not sure who created it, but I think Pokemon Go was only created for cellular carriers to make more money from. That game uses so much data. Literally like 5 minutes into the game and you already have half a gig used. It's Pokemon. Mr. Cruz Fever, good morning. That's true, it does track everywhere you go. That's kind of a safety feature that I do not like. Dictionary data equals Dana. That's awesome. So I think you're not supposed to put in your message until you get to the next room. Because if one of you guys send in a message or a text, it's gonna go into the show that's starting now. So maybe when we get into the actual room, next room, then if one of y'all send a message, it'll be great. Because then we have a higher chance.
I was off in 2 cars. That's what I did. I had to send them.
Well, you're one who can recession has different ideas.
Are John's hat spotting? Gonna let everyone go ahead and head in there. I tell you what, this is pretty cool. If I could have that, I would. Monstropolis.
And the Child Detection Agency is now a comedy detection agency. Not sure if something is funny? Call the CDA hotline and we'll be there in a flash. We know comedy is hard, so now the CDA is here to help, ready to drop in on a moment's notice to scientifically find and evaluate your health.
3.8 gigawatts. 4.7 gigawatts. 7, 8, 9, 2.3 gigawatts.
Agents are available day and night. The future of energy is a joke, and the Comedy Detection Agency is here to help. The CDA. We take comedy seriously.
Hello, humans. Please make sure to move all before pulling in all available space. Once again, there is no need to remain in line. If everyone please take 3 DJI monster-sized steps forward and fill in any available space in front of you. Please feel free to move around others who are not free all the way forward.
Okay, hang on. So we got a problem.
Red carpet, so please keep in mind if you are not on that red carpet, you may
We're not gonna be able to do this show.
So please make sure to move all the way forward and fill in any
2 reasons why we're not gonna be able to do this show. Man, this is gonna do another diagnostic. But 1, I've got 1 bar, and 2, you're not allowed to record. So let's see. Hang on. We got a $5 super chat from Delivering the Magic. Steven, thank you so much for that, buddy. Really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. Everybody thank Delivering the Magic for his generous super chat.
The embassy of the last floor. It's monster ceremony. Folks, which is 5 minutes away from bringing you into the theater. But first, I'd like to explain how we monsters got into this funny business.
It's still a pretty cool interactive queue, though.
You are now standing inside the premier laugh factory in the monster world. Okay, the only laugh factory in the monster world, but definitely the best. We're home to the funniest monsters that ever roamed Monstropolis. Just a few short years ago, our world was powered by your screams, and we at Monsters Incorporated was from door-to-door and collect those screams from kids all over the world. It was simple. The more screams from you, the more power for us. But then, I discovered that human laughter was 10 times more powerful than scream. Whoa! So, we got out of the scare business, and now we're making money with the ha-ha. Now this you're gonna love. Instead of sending monsters into trouble, I came up with a brilliant idea of the laugh floor. And we invite you into our world. Not to be scared, but to laugh. Oh, please, don't be scared to laugh. Laugh as if an entire city was depending on it. Because it is, as is my job. No pressure, don't worry. So there you have it. Today, Monsters Incorporated is generating more energy with Google Master than we ever did with Screen. So don't you worry, there's nothing here to outscare you. Wazowski! Roz! Why do you always have to do that?
It's a hobby. Now, what were you blabbering about, Wazowski?
I was just telling the humans that we're after the laughter these days, not their screens.
Call me sentimental, but I still miss the screaming.
We'll be opening the doors in just about 3 minutes. But for now, here's a taste of the sophisticated highbrow humor that awaits you inside.
Hold that tape, Wazowski. I've been tough on you and I feel so bad. So to make it up to you, I've assembled clips of your best work.
Really? I can't wait. Play it, Roz.
Hey, hey, hey!
And it can be difficult to know just what is funny, especially for monsters who are new at this whole comedy thing, like Roz. That's why we have the Monsters University School!
I love it. Best pick. Like, you lost
Monsters University is training the top lab makers of tomorrow today! Monsters learn how to be funny in a safe and nurturing environment where we all care and share together. Offering classes in rock comedy. It's comedy!
Type 9's trying to hurry.
And even that jolly! Some of you students have even gone on to become real monsters. From others, they're just getting started. Knock, knock! Who's there? It's your future! It's your future right here at Monsters University!
I'm going to the school.
All right, this is exciting. We're just about to open the doors to the land floor. Bring up the logo, guys! Isn't it great? Yeah, I designed it myself. Okay, here we go. See you inside, everybody.
Woo!
Alright. Wishing mouse. So we're just gonna go through and then head through the exit. Okay, here's what they should do, alright? Here's what I think attractions stuff should do if you're not allowed to film it. Put a sign out there outside before you enter that you can't ride, or you can't, not ride, can't even talk. You can't film the ride.
The show. Thank you, sir. That was very good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laugh Floor. I'm Buddy. I'm one of the monsters. Your host is going to be here in a minute. He's round and green. He's got one eye. Shout it out if you know his name. Mike. Mike. Yeah. Who's heard of Mike before? That's our mic check. Oh, let's check in with the laugh can. Looks like we got 2 gigawatts, you guys. That's a good start. Gotta fill it up with chuckles or rise gets cranky. What's that? It's time to dance. It's time to dance. Yes, get this party started. Okay, start. Round of applause. Very nice dancing, sir. We like to encourage that behavior. Oh, you guys, I got something important to tell you. If a monster comes out here and says hello, humans, the proper greeting for everyone is to scream like this. Wah! You throw your hands up in the air and scream as loud as you can like you saw a monster. Let's practice together. I'll be the monster. Hello, humans! You guys are good. Can you do it louder? Hello, humans!
Time to start the show!
Everybody say, Rod, start the show!
Rod, start the show!
I'll be back in a little while. We got a great show planned for you today. It's gonna be a little... Okay, bye!
Okay, bye.
See that giant canister? That's where we collect your laughter. The more you laugh, the more power we collect. The less you laugh, well... we may not have enough power to open the exit doors. I can tell we're off to a great start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Laugh Floor. And now, make some noise for your monster of ceremonies, me, Mike Wazowski. Hello, humans! Very good. I'm Mike Wazowski. That's Wazowski with one eye. Welcome to the Laugh Floor. Now, this is your first time in a monster world. There are a few things you should know. Like if I said, "You stink" to that guy, it would be a compliment. You're welcome, sir. See, now we're after your laughter. So the only one here who might make you scream would be Roz. We like to call Roz the face that launched 1,000 lunches. Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from Roz! She's up on the screen, isn't she?
Wazowski, you'd better fill the can this time, or else.
Or else what?
Or else this.
Phew! Are you ready for our first act? Yeah! Well, here they are, Sam and Ella!
Hello, humans!
That was great.
I'm Ella, and this is my big brother Sam.
Right, and we're here to tell you a story that happened right here in Monstropolis, featuring some of you out there as our stars.
Except for that guy, he's already a star. He's having sleepy times.
He's got a tiny umbrella. Yep. Now, this is a story of two monsters. Our first monster is a big, hairy, scared named Sully.
Ooh,
He's hairy and blue. His best friend in the world, Mike Wazowski.
That's Mike Wazowski with the one eye. He's a green, but he needs one eye. Can you just have one eye, sir? Just have one eye. Is he wicked? He's wicked!
Mike and Sully lived here in Monstropolis, but it was in the middle of a power crisis.
Oh no, everybody say oh no.
It was Sully's job to collect screams for power by making scary faces. Everyone would scream. And that's how we generated power for Monstropolis.
Everyone say hooray!
Well, one day a little girl wandered into the monster world through an open closet door.
And her name was...
Why are they booing me?
They're not booing you, it's a little boo. Hi, little boo. Can you play peekaboo? Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. She's the cutest.
She's cute. Not so cute. There was a villain, and his name was Randall.
Oh, Randall. Randall could turn himself invisible. He could disappear. He could vanish. Where'd he go?
I don't know. He disappeared.
That's weird.
Yes, he disappeared and he captured Boo. And he trapped Mike and Sully in the evil world and Sully to a tizzy.
That's like jazz hands.
Yoo-hoo! You're boring me! Wrap it up!
You just gotta go fast.
Oh dear, Sully was in your magnificent balls. The door back on the monster was trying to keep Boo back home. Randall chased him on a roller coaster right through the door. Who took care of Randall like his most water news. They all scattered laughter was 10 times more powerful than screams.
Weren't they great, folks? Weren't they great? Let's see how they did. Ho, 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 ho! 15 gigawatts! Looking good! Okay, this next act is almost as funny as a monkey in a tutu. The monkey wasn't available. He's my buddy. He's your buddy. He's Buddy Boyle! Hello, humans! Alright, you guys are awesome. Everybody remembered? Even that guy. Good job, that guy. So, once again, my name is Buddy Boyle. Today for you, I'll be demonstrating my incredible, my amazing mind-reading powers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm psychopathetic. Yep, it means I can read people's minds. I just need a volunteer. Who would like to volunteer to have their mind read? She would, great. She's right back there. Chewing some gum. Hi, I'm Buddy Boyle. What's your name?
Amanda.
Correct. That's one small sample of my powers. Amanda, think of a number and I can read it from your mind. Any number at all. Okay, great. Now, before we start, though, Amanda, I want the audience to be surprised when I say your number right, so I want you to tell them what it is, but don't worry, because I'm going to close my eyes so I can't hear you.
12.
Amanda, did you tell everybody the number? I'm sorry, what?
12.
I'm sorry, what?
12.
Amanda, should I open my eyes now?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
I couldn't hear you. I had my eyes closed. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go, man. We're going to do mind reading. Okay, I need you to place your hands on your head, please. I'm going to look into your mind. Point your fingers up like antennas. Yes, that's good. Now attach those to your head. Yes. That we'll work with that. That's good. Okay, yes. Okay. Amanda, you're doing great. Think of a number and then make this sound. That was wonderful. Give Amanda a round of applause. She did a fantastic job. Okay, was never you were thinking of number 12. Thanks, man, to figure out how button my powers don't let me down. Roz, why'd you do that? You got it right.
Oops, my finger slipped.
Well, look at that, Roz. The can's half full.
Looks half empty to me. Face it, Wazowski, you'll never fill that can.
Oh, yes, we will. Right, guys?
Just fill the can. But remember, I'm watching. Always watching.
I'm watching. Always watching. I'm Roz, and I've got a mold on me.
I can still hear you.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, performing the jokes you just sent in, my nephew, Marty Wazowski!
Hello, humans! Hi, everybody. My name is Marty Wazowski. My Uncle Mike said that I could tell your jokes. So if you guys want to hear them, say, oh, yeah! Okay, Brienne from New York said, can I have a pizza? A joke about a pizza that's not too cheesy. And then Luke from Hershey, Pennsylvania says, what's worse than raining cats and dogs? Everybody say what? Hailing taxis! The Canadian from North Carolina said, did you guys hear about the two guys that stole the calendar?
No.
They both got 6 months. And then Nathan from Chicago said, when does a joke become a dad joke? Everybody say when? When it becomes apparent. I also really want to talk to a human kid, so raise your hand if you're a human kid, because I want to talk to you. Over on the side, way down in front, there's a human kid at the end of a row. Hi, human kid at the end of a row. What's your name? Lila. Knock, knock.
We just
Owls.
downstairs and figured it out.
Yes, they do. Hey, Lila, do you have a favorite animal?
No.
Do you like dogs or cats better? With dogs? Do you know what you call a dog that can do a magic trick? A labracadabra door. Thanks for talking to me, Lila. Oh, do you guys want to hear some of my pirate jokes? Okay, what did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? I'm Mitty. I got another one. What do you call a pirate with 2 eyes and 2 legs and 2 arms? Everybody say what? The new guy! I got one more. What's a pirate's favorite letter? R. You think it's R, but it's the C they love. I also tried to dress up like a pirate once, but you know what? I had a lot of trouble with the eye patch. Just saying. Oh, do you guys want to know what I'm going to dress up like this year for Halloween? It's going to be really scary. Do you still want to know? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to dress up like that guy. You're awesome. I love you. See you later.
Hey, let's give a little guy a big hand. Wasn't he great? Oh, and look at that. We did it! We killed the can! Way to go! What do you think of that, Rob?
Well, I guess I have to promote the one responsible.
Oh yeah, what's my new title?
Not you, Wazowski. That guy. Give him a big hand.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for your laughter, and goodbye, humans!
All right. That went good. No worries, the lucky minute. gonna do Carousel of Progress. Alright folks, so ahead of time we are going to go ahead and tone it down and let you enjoy the show. We will answer chat after the show. So for now, go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy Carousel of Progress.
Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. You may not know, but this show was originally created in 1964 in New York World Trade.
Alright, once again this theater does rotate, so for your own safety you must remain fully seated for the entire 20-minute show. Also please refrain from any flash photography, video recording, and smoking. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a show called Carousel of Progress, which we are now about to see. Although our Carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. And there's a dream, that's the start. It follows its dream to find the heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
It looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days. And I even hear tell about two brothers in North Carolina who are working on some kind of flying contraption. It'll never work. Closer to home, we've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And that reservoir keeps 5 gallons of water hot in just 3 buckets of coal. Oh, that sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new ice box a beauty? Look at that, it holds 50 pounds of ice. Milk doesn't sour as quick as it used to. And our dog Rover here keeps the water in the drip pan from overflowing. It wasn't too long ago we had to carry water from a well. And thanks to Progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we've got everything we need to make life easier. Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene, no more gas.
Sarah sure gets to the core of the apple.
But we do have this new wash day model. Now it takes me only 5 hours to do the wash. Imagine, it used to take 2 days.
Well, that's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things like
canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, dear.
Well, ovens don't just clean themselves, you know.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get the laundry off the line before it starts raining cats and dogs.
Don't worry, Rover. She didn't mean real dogs. Besides, it's not going to rain today. My lumbago isn't acting up. Oh, look at it come down. All you have to do is put your wash on the line, right? Oh well, the cistern was low anyway. Now, James, I thought I told you to ask my permission before using my new stereoscope. It's not a toy, you know.
So that's
Isn't she a knockout? She's the star of the new World's Fair in St. Louis, and you put that away before your mother finds it.
Oh, Dad?
You heard me. Well, we have one of those new talking machines. Now that is something. It plays music right here in our home.
She keeps that thing going all day long. Progress.
Oh, Papa.
Yes, Patricia?
Papa, all these people. I'm indecent.
Don't worry, Patricia. They're friends. That's our teenage daughter. She's getting ready to go to a Valentine's dance across town on one of those new horseless trolleys.
I think it's very romantic you're taking Mother out for Valentine's dinner this evening.
Well, you know what kind of sport I am.
I have an evening as romantic.
Now, you be home by 9 o'clock, daughter. You hear me? Oh, well, with all this talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the drugstore soda fountain and meet the boys for a cold sarsaparilla. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're drinking root beer now. Same kind of thing, different name. Well, that's progress for you. And speaking of progress,
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horse hide like that new fella Babe Ruth. Jazz music is the cat's meow. And there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson. And he's going to talk and sing. Oh, boy, I've got to see that. There goes Schwartz in his Upmobile. He sure loves that horn. You know, in my new Essex, I've got an electric starter. Now I don't have to crank. We can travel from New York to Los Angeles by train in only 3 days. And we've got a house full of new electrical servants. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you blow a fuse. Crap, that's the third one this week. I buy fuses by the case. Uh-oh, and I've blown the whole neighborhood again.
Really? He did it again! Go over and give that neighbor of ours what for?
Easy, Rover. Jimmy, hurry up with that fuse.
Shucks! Every time he has company, he blows a fuse. And guess who always has to change it?
I heard that, young man. I heard that.
Oh, well, that's more like it. John, yours is the last costume I've got to finish before the parade starts.
Sarah's Ladies Club is responsible for our town's 4th of July celebration tonight. She's got us all roped into performing in their program,
And
right?
I decided we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the father of our country. That's a role that really fits me. You know,
I'm so glad we installed an electric light fixture here on the porch because it's just too darn hot to be sewing inside.
Yes, Sarah. You know, next year I'd like to go as Benedict Arnold.
Wait until you see what I've got planned for the fireworks show tonight.
Rover, don't interrupt while Sarah's interrupting.
And guess who volunteered to choose the music for the program?
I did, Pop. Listen to this.
Oh, it's a nice tune, Jimmy. You know, with our new Crosby radio set, we can get news and big-time entertainment from all over the country, even Pittsburgh.
We're starting to arrive downtown for a spectacular 4th of July parade and fireworks event tonight. Mayor Beaverfield is about...
Oh, Patricia.
Yes, Father?
Better get a move on. The radio says folks are arriving downtown.
Do I really have to go? If my new boyfriend Theodore sees me in this, it'll scare him away.
Well, dear, if that happens, you'll always have that torch you can carry for him.
Oh, Father.
Calm down, Rover. I was only kidding. By the way, we have indoor plumbing now. Oh, boy, that's really great on cold nights, especially for our perennial house guest, old Uncle Orville. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the help wanted ads.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Orville. You know, considering all the... Oh, coming, Martha, as I was saying, considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better. Just goes to show that there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy. Oh, and here's something else that's new. I just heard a new term today on the radio. Fella says we've got something now called the rat race. Did you ever hear that one? It sure describes my life. I'm involved in something now called commuting. I drive into the city for work all day and then turn right around and drive all the way back. And the highway is crowded with fellow rats doing the same thing.
That's what they call progress, dear.
Yeah, I guess she's right. But we do have television. when it works. Gives you something to do after you come home. I kind of like it, you know? Guy named John Cameron Swayze gives us all the news. And then they have all this singing and dancing. A lot of fluff, but it's fun. You know, I predict the day when millions of people will learn Latin and Greek sitting in front of their TV sets.
Are you awake, dear? Give you a left, you big love.
Ah, yes, a new age of electronic civilization is upon us.
Hey, Dad, what do you think of my jack-o'-lantern?
Oh, boy, that's scary.
That's because I'm using my beautiful sister Patty's picture for a model.
Down, Rover. Jim, Rover appreciates your joke.
Now, you're always kidding poor Patty. She's certainly prettier than either of you.
You hear that? My daughter Patty is using that old exercise machine she rescued from the attic. It was all the rage in the 20s. Grandma, of course, had to have one. Didn't work then, doesn't work now. Consistent at least. Makes a lot of noise and blows fuses.
As I was saying, Dad, I think college is really swell. You should give it a try.
Oh, Patty, are you going to the Halloween party tonight?
Oh, yes. And I'm hoping to lose a few more inches by then, since I'm going with that dreamboat Wilfred.
Wilfred? That's fun.
He's coming as the headless horseman.
It fits.
Come on, Ben. That claw hopper Howard you're going with is no Jack prize.
Oh, poor Howard. I wonder what they said about me when I was dating Sarah. You're lucky, Rover. You don't have to date. Well, we're caught up in the do-it-yourself craze these days. We're remodeling our basement in something called a rumpus room, and we're looking forward to a few rumpuses, I'll tell you, as long as they don't get out of hand.
John, this papering is getting out of hand. I could use a little help.
Now, Sarah, didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you?
Yes, John, you're a genius. Of course, this will ruin my food mixer. Not that you'd care.
Oh, good old Sarah. Always the last one. What happened, Sarah?
Oh, you and your progress. That paint mixer of yours just sloshed paint across my rump. A room.
How do you like that? I always say if you're going to be married, marry a girl with a sense of humor. Well, it's time to move on. Let's cheer up Sarah by singing our song. Come on, everybody.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Running at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows the dream with life apart. And when it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Just a dream away.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Okay, get ready. You're about to blast off.
Here goes nothing. Whoa.
All right, here it comes. Oh, you missed him.
Hey, everybody, I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do.
Great. Tell our refrigerator to bring me a root beer.
Well, it can't quite do that. But I'll show you something it can do. Tree lights 30% brighter.
Oh, that's no big deal. Anybody can do that voice-activated stuff. Watch this. Rover, speak.
John, the oven should respond to your voice commands now. Give it a try.
Oh, okay. Here goes. Temperature to 375. Reminds me of certain people I know.
Yeah, right, Dad.
We gotta lose him, Grandma. Bank to the right.
Remember Dad's turkey last year?
Yeah, that thing really smoked up the place when it burned, didn't it?
We ended up microwaving frozen pizzas.
Well, no need to worry about the turkey this year. Not with an oven that will do anything your father tells it to do.
Ooh, good shot.
Did you see that?
Dad, Grandma's up to 550 points.
Did you say 550? Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
I can't believe all the new gadgets they've got now. You know, in my day...
Oh, no. You're not going to tell us about the old days when you didn't even have a car phone.
Hey, Trish, for a while we didn't even have a house phone. Not to mention laser discs and high-def TV. Everything is automated today, including that. Sorry, Oracle. Anyway, you guys don't know how good you got it nowadays.
You know, my grandpa told me the very same thing when I was a kid.
Take that, you nincompoop!
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975?
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What?
Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey ruined.
Man, what a game. I really smoked those guys. Looks like I'm resident flying ace now.
Oh, that's 2 out of 3, Grandma.
Later, kid. Boy, that was fun. What will they think of next?
Who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
Yeah, and maybe sometime in the new century, your father will learn how to talk to our oven.
Well, maybe by then ovens will read our minds. But hey, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey?
I do. I'm starving.
Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated, you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. He follows his dream with my heart.
It's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit through the doors located at the back of the theater. Have a beautiful day.
Celebrates the progress that's making our lives better. It's a perfect reminder that there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
All right, folks. Alex Downs, hey buddy. Take care, Dune Dog. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Archangel. folks, if you haven't gone to go check out Disney Dan's channel, make sure you go check it out. Go subscribe to him as he does an awesome job. He does Disney fiascos, a lot of home streams, really fun to watch. So if you like more relaxing streams, definitely go check out Disney Dan. He's awesome. Steven, yes, we gotta do it together. We'll race. We'll do the ultimate initial D. You gotta modify and put some e-brakes on the cars and then just start drifting. RJM. Another channel I highly recommend, guys, is go check out one of our awesome mods, Myers and the Mouse. Go check them out if you haven't already. They do some streams as well. Really. It is right out. No! No way, this is awesome.
I don't remember you trading that one. You can't go that way, we gotta go through the castle. No, you can't go through the castle, there's a thing.
Alright, we're gonna have to go a different way. Well, we're not gonna end our stream just yet. Gotta find another spot. up.